In this lecture, we're going to set ourselves up a way to quit the game, because at the moment, if we're playing in the editor, which we are, click on play, you play, and when you're done playing, you just click on the play button again. However, if we are creating this as a build, which we're going to be doing in the next lecture, then there's no way to actually exit your game unless you set it up, and that can be incredibly frustrating because you have to Alt-Tab or Control-Alt-Delete or other crazy ways to kind of kill the application, but we don't want to do that. We want to do that from within the Unity ecosystem itself. So I'm going to give this to you as a challenge with a couple of hints and clues. Hit escape to quit the game. And first of all, I want to create a new script called quitapplication.cs. We could put this code in one of our other scripts, but those scripts don't have that purpose. Collision handler is about when we bump into things, movement is for movement, and so on. So we want to create ourselves a new script for this different sort of behavior. And then create logic so that if the player hits escape on their keyboard, we call application.quit. Now, we've worked through code for what happens when you hit a particular key, so that should be pretty straightforward. And then we're going to call application.quit. Now, that's not going to do anything just at the moment until we're playing in a proper build. So let's just add a debug line to make sure hitting escape actually works, so that when you hit escape, it'll say you hit escape, so that we know it's going to work for when we are in our proper build. So there's your challenge. Take that on. See you back here when you're done. Rightio. First step is let us right-click, create C# script. We'll call quit application. I think I was calling it quit application. Let us open that. I don't need my start method or my comment above update, so I'm going to remove all of those. And then within update, the logic is if input.get key down, which we've worked through before, and then in parentheses, what can we put in there? Well, we've got our two different signatures. We can use keycode dot the key, or we can use the string name. I'm going to use keycode.key, keycode dot, and I will use escape. There it is, auto completing for us. Keycode.escape. What are we going to do if it's pushed? Well, we're going to call application.quit, which is Unity's way of saying quit the application, obviously. And then also just debug.log, and we pushed escape, just so we know it's working. And logically, we should put this above quitting, just it makes sense to print a thing first and then quit. Logically, it won't make much difference in what we're doing at the moment, but just the logic of it feels a little bit better that way. So save that up, back over into Unity. Now, there's one last thing that we need to do that I didn't mention to you, and that is what? Well, our script doesn't do anything just sitting down in our assets. We need to bring it into the game. So I think the best place to put this is on the rocket, just because we know that the rocket will be in every scene. If we place it somewhere in the world, we might forget it. So hop on the rocket, open the prefab, and then I will drag in application quit onto my rocket. There we go. Now, when we exit the rocket prefab, looking at the console, click on play. If I hit escape, it says we pushed escape. Each time I push it, you can see that our number is increasing. Excellent. So we know that escape is work. That's really important to make sure the fundamentals work, particularly when we can't see the rest of the behavior. And the rest of the behavior we'll be seeing the impact of when we build our game, which we'll be doing very shortly. Okay, that's just a quick lecture on application.quit. I'll see you in the next lecture.